And we're back. With us, leading instructor of Bangkok Golf Center, Mark Snooks.
Hi, Chan.
All right, Mark. Mark will be talking about, in this break, shoulder rotation.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you know, shoulder rotation, as we all know, it's very important after all that we've done in the setup, you know, and then getting ready to take away. Okay, and we talk about the shoulder rotation.
Correct, yeah. It's definitely probably the most fundamental movement you need to be able to swing the club correctly and also create power.
Right.
So for me, it's basically the first stop after you've set up, is creating that shoulder and body turn to create those two things for your golf swing.
Okay, well, you know, what do you really look for, you know, when your students come to see you after they properly set up already, okay? You're getting them ready to turn.
Yep.
You know, what do you do?
Yep, so I have a couple of exercises, a couple of drills that we use. Obviously explain the movements, but
okay,
the exercises are definitely the best way. And it's not hard, it's not difficult. Again, 5 minutes a day just at home, and within a couple of weeks, you're turning like they should.
Right, so you said 5 minutes at home. So this is something that you can actually do without hitting an actual golf shot?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll have you demonstrate.
Yeah, sure. So our first one is a basic shoulder movement drill. You'll hang on to the club or a broomstick, whatever you might have at house if you don't have a club. Simply with your arms straight down in front of you, and very simply you just turn back, keeping your arms extended and straight. As you come down, I would like you to think like you're digging a hole in the ground, like you have a shovel and you're digging a hole, and then you throw the dirt out over your shoulder. So starting here, keep those arms straight, dig the hole, and throw the dirt out over your shoulder.
Right. So is there anything you really thinking about other than just, you know, having a full rotation? Are you holding anything together?
Not necessarily, not to start with anyway. It's just more thinking about how you turn your shoulders and your chest. Right. In a nice movement, flowing movement. It's not hard and fast. It's just teaching your muscles how to move the right way.
Right. So what do you see, you know, a lot of amateurs do that make the mistake of not turning properly?
Yeah, for sure. Like definitely beginners.
Right.
And you'll often see beginners when they set up and they'll shift their body weight this way, not actually turn their shoulders, so
right,
they've actually moved body weight backwards this way.
Right.
And then quite often people try to lift the golf ball, which we don't need to do. So they actually shift the body weight back the opposite way.
Right.
Whereas if we just learn how to turn our shoulders, we can then deliver the club correctly to the golf ball.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about, is there, you know, basically, you know, you're talking about the X factor.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's not a scary term. It's a term that's used to describe where the shoulders are and the hips are in relation to the golf swing.
Right.
I mean, the ultimate that we're after with the X factor is a 90-degree shoulder turn and a 45-degree hip turn.
Right.
Obviously, not everybody can do that, but we can train ourselves to get as close as we can.
Okay.
By using the drill.
Right. But is there any other drills that you have?
So generally after I've given somebody the basic drill, which I just showed you, you can then move on to a more advanced drill. Again, 5 minutes at home. That's all you have to do. You don't have to hit balls necessarily. So I'll just grab a ball here as a marker. Good one about this one is you can actually practice your setup at the same time.
Okay.
So you can practice how you set up to the golf ball, and then without moving from that setup position, you'll actually put the club in behind your back and hold it in with your elbows, with your palms facing out.
Okay.
Hands would be level with the golf club. Okay. From here, we simply rotate, turn our shoulders backwards until our hand points to the golf ball. You'd hold that for 3 seconds, so just count to 3 in your head, and then coming back down, we point the other hand to the golf ball.
Wow.
Hold that for 3 seconds, and then all the way up to the target where you finish your golf swing. So again, a very simple, easy drill that you can do at home. You just need a club, or as I said, a broomstick. You don't necessarily need a club, you just use the mop, and then mop before later if you like. Very simple movement. Easy way to think about it in your mind is to turn your chest away from the target, then continue to turn your chest to the target.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds so simple. It's just 2 simple drills that you can simply do at home, 5 minutes a day.
Exactly.
One for a beginner,
Yep.
right? And then one for maybe a little bit more advanced.
And it doesn't take long to move from that beginner to advanced level.
Right.
I mean, essentially, I get most of my beginner students to maybe a week on the beginner swing, the drill, and then move straight on to the advanced drill.
Oh, perfect. Well, Mark, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
GCT Academy, helping you find the roadmap to your best golf. That's it for this week. Next week, we'll have a special guest.